next email is from David in Bartonville, Illinois, saying, GI Show crew, what launch titles would you like to see with the next generation of consoles? I'd love to see a new Infamous or Bioshock game. Keep dreaming. Also, what are your favorite launch titles? That's a good question, but I'm more interested in the next generation. What do you guys think? What are we lined up for? What's going to launch next consoles?
A spiritual successor to the Dark Souls series.
Another Souls-esque kind of
From
thing.
Software?
Yeah, so a From Software action.
Are you saying Bloodborne 2 is just going to be launched PS5
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
It'd be kind of cool to launch a new Xbox with a Halo. I mean, that's kind of the history of that.
Well, what do you think
The
about
original
the
Halo.
light discussion about how Halo Infinite could come out for Xbox One and then it might be cross-gen, so technically they would launch it with Xbox 2 or whatever the hell it's called?
Yeah.
Do you like that
Twilight
idea, Ron?
Princess
Do you think
style.
that's going to happen?
I mean, that's the thing. Everything we've been seeing announced this past E3 and might be coming out in the next year or two is almost surely going to be a cross-gen game, too. Like, they're not going to not release Tomb Raider again.
Yeah.
Like, Shadow of the Tomb Raider should just be called version 1.0 versus version 2.0 next 2 years.
I actually like that approach to console launches. I don't know if it maybe some people think it feels cheap, but I like when like a game that I've been excited for, like Breath of the Wild, you know,
Right.
like I was reading about that for one console, but then I was excited for the game, but then my first experience with this new console is to play this game that I've been hearing about for a while. If that makes sense, I don't know. I like seeing. I like seeing like ports to new gen of old games
Right.
early on because it's just a chance to try out your new system.
And I wonder if something like Dreams is going to be ready to go launch a PS5 as well.
Yeah.
You know, in theory, if it's launching
Dreams.
in 2019 for Media Molecule. But like on the
Dreams.
Sony front, hang on, Dan, you have something to say?
I'm just dreaming right now.
Dream, thrill of a lifetime. But thinking about Sony and what would be lined up in time, like I could see them launching it with Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
That'd be cool.
Like, you know, they can, like that team can hit a release window. They got Killzone Shadowfall in time for the launch of the PS4, I believe, right?
It does seem like a slam dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the timing works out well there. I think ideally they would want God of War 2 to hit that
Another
launch as
slam
well,
dunk,
but
yeah.
I'm guessing that'll be like a year later.
I think they could make that. It's going to be a tight timeline, but it could happen.
It could happen, but I very much doubt it. Even though, I mean, maybe if they retained a lot of that world and just kind of revamped it, which in theory, story-wise, they could.
In theory.
I think it'd be a little bit disappointing, but, you know, I could see it in the 6-month window or something after launch of the PS5.
Yeah, I'd be okay.
I
with
could see
that.
Death Stranding being like Last of Us was on PS3, like comes out the year of the console and just gets re-released again.
Right.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm
Yep.
okay with that.
I could definitely see that. Are we missing any other big studios that are missing in action right now?
I think of Microsoft stuff. I mean, any of those new studios they've acquired might have projects.
The new
that could be
Fable,
ready.
right?
Oh, yeah. That would be a great launch title.
Timing-wise,
That they
if it's
haven't announced yet?
2020 in theory.
Yeah, that could certainly happen. They've
Yeah,
been working
you're
on it for a
right.
while, right?
I would love that.
Yeah, that seems likely.
A nice meaty RPG.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think Rocksteady's game would be the launch of next generation at this point?
Sure.
Yeah, just because we don't know anything about it. You
Yeah?
know what I mean, there could be like this sudden sprint where it's like, here's the game, and it's
Right.
coming out in 6 months. But
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's going to happen.
That was just a clip from a larger show called The Game Informer Show. You can find it on iTunes, Google Play, or GameInformer.com. We take the fun opportunities and exclusive information from Game Informer magazine and boil it into a show that airs every Thursday with exclusive cover story information, developer interviews, a lot of fun stuff. So come love games with us.